welcome. Good to have you here. As Dirk mentioned, we are from Lidl, and I will introduce myself and us first before we get anywhere. I'm Danielle. I work as project manager HR at Lidl for 1.5 years on the HR compliance department, and I'm responsible for HR compliance, but also for the comes and benefits part. From that role, I'm responsible for the comes and benefits, so developing new benefits and our benefits platform. So that's why we're here, and that's why I'm going to tell you something about Benify. Today, I would like you take you through our journey. Should you have any questions, just raise your hand or put it in the chat during the presentation. Then Dirk or I will give you the floor and ask the question. I have my manager with me, Roel. He has been involved with the implementation, so he will therefore introduce himself as well.
Hello, good morning. My name is Roel Vermolen. I'm working 8.5 years for Lidl Netherlands. And within the HR departments, I am responsible for the comes and benefits of Lidl Netherlands, the compliance parts, the illness rates, and all the HR business partners who we have in the whole country. And we started working with Benify a couple of years ago. I was in this position already at that time. And a former colleague, did the whole implementation. So I do know a lot about that as well. And afterwards, Daniela joined us and joined my team. And she is really now the expert on Benify. She handles everything for me, so that's really great. She knows a lot, so we're gonna take you through our experiences today.
Yeah, and we also have Saskia from Benify. Maybe you can introduce yourself as well.
Yeah, hi, my name is Saskia Engberts. I'm working at Benify for almost 9 years. I'm part of our international sales team, and I was also part of the Lidl journey. So Roel and I just mentioned that it's been quite some years ago that we met for the first time. So I'm very happy to continue this.
All right. Let's go further. I will first tell you something about Lidl and our founding. We were founded by Joseph Schwarz in the 1930s, not yet as a supermarket, but as a wholesaler of resale goods and fresh produce. Then he started working with Dieter. Dieter was his son, and then he started working with Ludwig Lidl. So that's where the name comes from. And when his son took over, the focus became more on becoming a supermarket. Fun fact, Joseph Schwarz bought the Lidl name for only 1,000 German marks, what converts to around 500 euros. So that's funny, seeing how big we are right now. Lidl is part of the Schwarz Group. Schwarz Group consists of Schwarz Digital, Schwarz Production, PreZero, Lidl, and Kaufland. We're active in 32 countries. Most of people know that we're active in Europe, but we're also active in the United States and Asia. We have around the world about 11,000 stores and 310 colleagues. But let me zoom into the Netherlands. We had our first store in 1997. There were two stores at the time. And at this time, we have 440 stores, so we grew quite a lot. And these stores are supplied from our 6 distribution center around the Netherlands. Our headquarters is here in Huizen, so that's for the people who are not familiar with Netherlands. It's in the middle of Netherlands. And we also have a non-food branch to our webshop, Lidl.nl, and that distribution center is in Tiel. We definitely recommend you take a look on the website after the webinar. Our motto is the highest quality for the lowest price, and we want the best for our customers and for the world around us. So we're always committed about our positive impact on society and environment and reducing the negative impact from the things we do. Then just dive in the question. The need for a platform. Why did we think that we need a platform? If you look at any of these statements, you can see that making benefits visible, more accessible for employees is becoming increasingly important in attracting new employees, but also in retaining your current employees. And this is one of the reasons that we started to get interested and started to looking for a platform. So it's very a high topic right now. You see, these are articles from 2024, so it's still a recent problem, and there are a lot of research about it. With the growth of our stores and employees, also the need for the platform kept coming up. In our employee satisfaction survey, we asked, what would be your one piece of advice to Lidl to become a better employer? And as you can see, I made like some of the answers here. There are a lot of answers about more benefits, but we also saw that there was a lot of unawareness about what benefits we already offer to our employees. So people ask about things that we already offered. So we were thinking about how can we make this more visible. Another reason, for some of you, this will look familiar, is our top employer. Since 2018, we've been busy trying to get certified, and as you can see, we have succeeded quite a few times, and we're in the midst of getting our certification for 2025. But to be and to remain top employer, we need to keep working on making our benefits visible, innovative, and also expanding our benefits. And it's another reason why we want to present the benefits in an online platform, so it's visible and easy accessible for every employee. And in our company, we have different employees. As you can see in our illustration, we have people working in the stores, people working in the distribution center, and here on the office. So they're all functions and ages, and we want to have the possibility to filter and give our employees a personalized offer on age, on function, on position, on place of their working, etc. And we also think it's very important that it is in one place, so people can see in one place everything that Lidl offers them, and they can find more information about everything that Lidl offers, but also a lot of other information, like HR information about the number of hours they work, what if something changes, and when they're gonna work more or less, what the consequences of that are. Furthermore, we use it to make full use of the WKR, so the Dutch people will know what that means, but it's the work-related cost scheme, and it's an easy and quick way to use that and fully use it for our employees. But another thing we really found important is that there was a high decrease in administrative workload. So in addition to providing insight for the employees, it also reduces a lot of administrative workload. It ensures that the employees only see what they're entitled to see, and they can never request more or other things. Mutations are imported in Benify, and there are far fewer questions coming into our payroll department. For example, one thing that we have implemented that saves a lot of time for our payroll department is automating the employer statement. I'm not sure if that's in every country, but in the Netherlands, if you want to buy or rent a house, you need an employer statement, but you also need it quickly. So most of the employees need it today or tomorrow or yesterday. And employees can download the employer statement at any time of the day, even in the middle of the night, and it's completely filled in automatically with the right samples for them. You can see part of our business case below on the slide, and you can see that we included HR questions, tax benefits, and the working time saved by our employees. It can use a disclaimer because it's different for every company. Saskia can tell you something about that, but we always see that there is a lot of savings when you use some platform like that, but maybe Saskia can tell you something about that.
Yeah, so obviously when you're looking into a platform like this, we try to create a business case on ROI as well. Yeah, and as Daniela said, it depends very much per company where you can save. We also saw organizations who wanted to do, for example, flexible budget, flexible benefits, but obviously if you need to do that all by hand with authorization and documentations, takes quite some time. So automating those things and also the eligibility in it can build quite a big business case. We have had newsletters that were still printed and put in the offices, but then if people were not in the office, people didn't really saw the information what was in. So that was automated. Which obviously is then a saving as well. And even like, for example, during COVID, when we had like the curfew in the Netherlands, you were not allowed to go out at night. We even had for companies who had blue collar workforce who needed to go out after like 9 o'clock, they had like the approval from their company, like in their app. So if they would like stop by police, they could show that they were allowed to go out. So a lot of things that you can think of for your ROI, and even, for example, retaining your employees. If they, for example, want to go to your competitor because they think they can earn more because the salary may be a little bit more, but they forget that, for example, the pension at their current company is actually better, so they are even maybe losing some money on it. I think it's important as well, because I think if you look at like attracting and retaining employees, it's quite an expensive part of the company. So if you can keep the good ones in and attract also the right ones, that is also a part that we see in the ROI for a lot of the companies that are looking into a portal like this.
Yeah.
Thank you, Saskia. And Roel or Danielle, can you explain how long you already use this and whether this for Lidl resulted actually in a cost reduction? Because much of this is efficiency and opportunity cost. But is it also really a cost reduction in the beginning or over time? Can you please elaborate on that?
Both. In the beginning, of course, it takes a lot of time to get anything in place, but it went quite fast to my experience. The handling of all these questions, but also the administrative handlings of all the things that people requested. And we have really, you will see it when we show you the inside, we have a lot of benefits that we offer to all our employees, but it took a lot of time to handle them, to put them in the personnel system, to communicate about it, and that goes really far more efficient at this time, and so it's also over time. Still now, there are a lot of savings on that part. So it's not only in the beginning, it still is, and we work for quite a few years now with Benify, but it still gives us savings and efficiency. It makes it also possible to introduce new benefits, because we are, as Danielle told, a German company. No offense to German people in this meeting, but it's quite strict, and so in our personnel system, we are one of the 32 countries. We are not allowed to make a lot of changes, and within Benify, it makes it for us far more easily to offer these benefits and make sure that it's also an interface in our personnel system. So it still has saving for us. Yeah.
Thank you.
Right. Are there any questions from the audience at the moment?
Not so far, Danielle. Please continue.
Yeah. All right. Then we'll continue. Then the road to a benefits platform. I will take you through our journey. As I showed you before, we started from the base of our employee satisfaction survey, and we discussed it with our Lidl International. And they also expressed a desire for a platform. Lidl Sweden already worked with Benify, so they were one of the contenders in the tender we did. And in the national tender, Benify came out on top. And then we were requested by Lidl International to be the second pilot country to work with the platform, because they, as I said before, they were also interested in using a platform or getting something like that.
Maybe a good addition why Benify came out on top during that tender. What for us is really important was the partnership with third companies that we work with. Benify came in their offer very made a good offer on that point, and they gave us the best possibilities to make personalized offers to our people. We will show you later on. And they offered already in their standards servers a lot of possibilities. So it was not like edits, then you have to get this module, then you have to get this module extra. But the basis offer was really broad already for us.
And then in November 2020, we started with the implementation phase. So this included setting up all the personal pages, the user files to get our employees in the system, creating the benefits, creating the content. We used about 6 months for that because in April 2021, we did go live for all the employees. We did communication, videos, presentations to get everyone on board and get everyone on the platform. In January 2024, so that's not quite long time ago, we did go live with Loyal. That's our non-food branch. It's our Lidl Online International Logistics. And at the moment, we're still putting on live new benefits, new modules. Benify is also, maybe Saskia can tell you something about the plans they have, but they're still implementing and developing new modules every year. And we always get a presentation about what they have and what we want to implement in our own platform. So it's like a choose and pick for us. But maybe Saskia can tell you something about their developing the new modules.
Yeah. So I think like the main topic, obviously, I think, well, worldwide is AI, obviously. So that's something that is been developed, like a chatbot AI, more artificial intelligence when it comes to the usage, or like how an employee is using it, and then giving certain workflows around it. We're working on a Benny card, Benify it's called. It's like a preloaded debit card that can be used for different suppliers, different type of products. So giving like more flexibility in the benefit funding. We have a marketplace, which is also an environment where a lot of suppliers already in, which organization can choose if they want to offer certain benefits to their employees via that marketplace. And then there, well, it's already launched, but I know that Lidl is, I think you're going to implement it as well, right? The candidate offer.
Yeah.
So like before, somebody is like obviously like an employee at your company, that you can do like a digital offer, like Danielle will show in the demo. You can actually sort of offer the same experience to your new candidates with like a total reward statement, maybe a video of the latest outing that you did with the company, the benefits that would be interesting for like that type of employees. So really sort of like selling the company, the offer to your employees on like in a digital and more modern way. And then obviously there is a lot of products on the roadmap, but that's more than on the back end. So more the integration part, the development, keep developing on the app, for example, and so on.
Thank you. Then I will show you something we currently offer. So what do we offer our employees? We offer their access to information. All the employees have access to the terms of employment, secondary benefits on work and personal device. And as we said before, all content, that's very important for us. All content is filtered to the individual. So not only the benefits are filtered, but also the information content can be filtered for different parts. So we have people in the stores that see different information than people on the offices. The access to information, it was always our biggest challenge, because half of our population of employees work for 2 to 12 hours a month in addition to their studies or other jobs. And this target group is very hard to reach. It's a mostly Gen Z group. They are busy with study and friends, etc. And we are still working with Benify to reach them better, to get them interested. So we're always developing new benefits to keep them also interested in the platform. But the information is all there for them. As we said before, we have personal benefits, so employees can see and view and request their personal benefits at any time, anywhere they want, and they're all visible in one location. We have a total reward statement. Saskia mentioned that before. Employees see their total picture of their financial benefit, including cost of lease car, vacation days, pension. So it's more than the net salary that Lidl pays, but it's everything in one. And we also have some great discounts. That's the Benify deals. So that's nothing. We have to do something for Benify, make the deals. And they're available in 18 different categories. And we have almost 2,000 deal views a month. So that's quite a lot if we look at the views per month in total. So we see that there's a great use. People use them a lot. And as I said before, Benify does the deal making, and for the Dutch people, it's also good to know that that is not in the WKR, so in the working cost scheme included. So that's very useful as well.
And I think what's also important to know is that when I saw all these great discounts for our people that Benify arranged, I wanted to make sure that, for example, there was not a discount on our platform for example, Albert Heijn or another supermarket. So you can also make sure that you decide which discounts are visible for your employees on your platform, because I didn't want our employees to have some offer with our competitors.
And Roel or Danielle, can you also mention to what extent, or if not at all, you can provide discounts on your own products to employees?
Yeah, it would be possible. The only thing that Lidl doesn't offer discounts to our employees. The meaning of that is that we want to be, as Daniel told you in the beginning, we want to have the lowest price and the best quality. And if we can provide discounts to our own employees, then we rather give this discount to our customers, because they have the lowest price possible. So therefore, we never give a discount to our own products. So, but that's something that Lidl doesn't do. But I think it would be possible to offer it by
Benify, yeah.
By Benify.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For example,
it is possible.
It is possible, right? Just, yeah. For example, what we do is, and I think that was really nice for us as well. When we were 25 years in the Netherlands, all our employees and their families, we rented the Efteling, which is a quite big amusement park in the Netherlands, for 3 days. So all our employees with their family go there to celebrate 25 years. And then with Benify, we developed a module where people could order the tickets. And so that was really a good one for us as well. Also to get some more traffic to the platform, because everybody wanted to go to the Efteling, and then everybody saw Benify at that time.
Smart.
Yeah, it was very good for the traffic at that time. All right, I will give you some insight. I will have a demo planned after that, so I can click through some, but I have some screenshots here of our employment condition page. So employees find information about pension, vacation days, but also like employee handbook, etc. And all the important information can be found in one place. It's also updated from here. So pages such as our SharePoint or intranet, if some people call it, always refer to this page. So we know this page is updated, and it ensures that employees find the information, all the important information, in one central location. And it ensures better findability, so that employees see only the information that applies to them. As you see, the second one is CAO, that's collective agreement. Some of the people are under the collective bargaining agreement, and some of are not. So I'm in the office, so I am not under the collective bargaining agreement. I don't see anything from people from the collective bargaining agreement, but people in the store see. So we want to ensure that they see the right information that's for them, and not any information that can like get any confusion, etc. And this is also the pages where we see that our HR department are relieved by Benify in information. Employees can answer their own questions at their own time when they have the question, so don't have to call or email our HR departments. So that's very important, that where we can see that Benify supports us in the. You're on mute, Dirk.
I think nowadays everybody has a mobile phone.
Yeah.
But maybe a few don't. How do you deal with people who have limited access to a digital portal?
People can also access the portal in the store, but they can access via phone, via iPad, email, etc. And if they have any questions, they can always call, or they can always email, or ask their supermarket manager. Or we see that a lot of employees from the store ask their supermarket manager, and the manager can use Benify as well to get the right information to the team. So they can use it. It's like a Wikipedia for them to get everything they need.
Thank you.
We also have a what if page, and employees can find what they have to do if they're sick, if they're getting a child, if they're moving house, want to work less, etc. So that's another page that saves a lot of questions, because it's already asking and answering the questions we get the most. And this is the page they use a lot. We see in the numbers that they click a lot on these what if pages. So it's easy, accessible for the employees, but also for the managers. If their employee has a question, we tell them to look on the what if page first, so they can answer the question themselves. Here you can see a sneak preview of our benefits we offer to our employees. They can apply the benefits themselves, and where necessary, there will be a manager check in between. And after approval, it goes directly to the department that does the processing of the benefits. So that saves a lot of time, because our salary department gets directly the things they have to do, or the orders they have to approve or process. For the people that are non-Dutch, you see some benefits like selling vacation day, bicycle plan, some child leave benefits, and for example, buying more vacation days or selling your vacation days, discount on your gym, and discount, we're very proud, discount on your driver's license. So we have a collaboration with Next. That's a driving school in the Netherlands, and we offer a special Lidl discount for them. Then, as we told before, the total reward. We believe that a salary package is more than just a net payment an employee receives. And visualizing this creates awareness, but also, as Saskia said, appreciation, and maybe they think twice about going to our competitors if they see everything they get from us. But it's also good to see where they stand in pension, in vacation days, etc. It's also very insightful for them. And then the Benify deals. They're very cool discounts, very like cool. We see in like Black Friday, Christmas, people visit the Benify deals more. There are also deals with Apple, you see GBL, you see Samsung, but you also see some Dutch. We also have like Zalando or Zara or anything about the food and drink part is what's some smaller with us because as Rule said before, we don't want any discount with our competitors, but there are always new deals every month, and we see that our employees make good use of them. Then coming up, Saskia gave you a little sneak peek, but we are in the coming period, we will be working with Benify to put the candidate tool live. For us, it gives the opportunity to show the employee, the possible and potential employee, an insight in what we offer more than salary. So they can. We also want to make the offer through Benify. Instead of they get like an email with an attachment, they get a link and then they log in and then they see everything we offer from salary, but also benefits and every other discount we offer. And Saskia told you before, but Benify is developing a marketplace. We're very interested in that. I think it's live in the UK right now, and it will be like a market where you can buy your own benefits. And Benify have made the deals with the companies. So you can use their discount or their deals. And we're in like researching phase in the Netherlands right now, but we already had some calls with them about the companies we would like to see there. So that's good. And that was everything I had today. We can like have a quick pause if there are any questions right now.
So please, if you have questions, go ahead. Raise your hand or put it in the chat.
Stop sharing my screen.
Hi, Danielle, this is Erik from Stockholm. Hi. So I have a question with regards to the link towards your HR information system. So I saw that you upload or download a data set once a week. Does it go through an interface or is it manually done?
At our place, it's manually done, but that's because Germany is quite strict with our with the IT. But it is possible to do it via interface. Saskia maybe can confirm that, but it is possible to. They have a lot of interfaces.
Any other questions?
I think it is possible, right, to do it by an interface. At that time, we tried to, but our systems didn't make it possible. That was not on Benify, but it was on our part. So we decided to do it
manually
by this use of files that we created out of our system and then put it in an interface with Benify. But it is possible, right, Saskia?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, there are different ways to the integration APIs as well. We see a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, obviously it depends on the company how.
And it is also possible real time. So that's maybe we sometimes have it that people change from a position and then a week later can see it in the best, in the most worst case. But that's more on our side.
Yeah, that's more on our systems than on Benify's.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Danielle, I think part of the why you do this is to create efficiency, cost reduction, but also to attract and retain people. And you mentioned, for instance, with the discount part, 2,000 per month React, you open it up for candidate experience. Can you tell something about how you can make the statistics accessible, visible, and turn that data into information to justify what has been done.
Yeah. I think it's good to know that since like a short time of period, we have insight in our own statistics. It sounds insights. And we see, as I said before, it's hard to get people stay on the platform when we look at our group that work 2 to 12 hours. So it's always our goal to get them more invested and more traffic on the site. But we have around 6,000 to 7,000 logins per month, and 2,000 of them look at the deals, for example. But we see they also access a lot of information. What helps us is that we can also see what they're searching for. So we see what they're searching for, what has a hit and what hasn't had a hit. So we can see what kind of people are looking for when they go to Benify and go to the sites. I'm not sure if that answers your question.
And what we do have is insight of which benefit is used how many times a month. So we can see so many people buying holidays per month. So we know, okay, this is an attractive one, which is used quite. So we are constantly looking what is the need of our employees. We also have it in our employee survey yearly, and we see that the score is better over the years on this subject.
Yeah.
So our employees are more satisfied on this topic, which makes this platform that really made it all the needs that they have. In the beginning, one of the first slides, you see those needs, why we started doing this. We don't see those needs back in the employee services of last year because we offer it already.
Maybe a fun fact, and we keep the orders, so we have like a statistics page for ourselves. And until the 1st of September, there were already almost 1,600 orders. So that's orders are bicycle plans, child leave, selling vacation days, etc. And we see that that's more than last year. We were at like maybe 1,000, 1,100 last year at this time. So we see the orders growing, and an order is for us, our employees, using one of the benefits.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, sorry, can I just add a little bit on this? Because it might be interesting for the international people listening in, is that you have like an insights dashboard as well. So if you have more companies connected, obviously we have all the data so that you can also see what, for example, what other countries are doing, or how is the Netherlands versus Belgium, for example, or Europe versus Asia. What is the turnover? Which benefits are used most, and so on. Because obviously all the data is there, and you can also, even if you have more companies connected, you can see also the insights and see how the companies or how the countries do it compared to, for example, each other, and which benefits are most popular in which country.
And we evaluate the business case from the start. We do it yearly based on the efficiency that it's made. So we made it visible in cost as well. So the business case is evaluated every year, and it's still very attractive to use this platform for us also in that part.
Hey, Roel, can you also elaborate a bit on the attractiveness of this for new hires, or the retention potential it gives for people to stay?
Yeah, that's quite hard to make it really in numbers, because this is a small part which has influence on your retention number, of course. So that's quite hard. What we do see, for example, is that people are more satisfied on this part. So that I can tell makes it that the retention is quite lower. In the attractiveness to new hires, that's why we want to implement the candidates offer, because then people before they start working with Lidl can see what we all offer. And now we have like one flyer that we put it in, but when you have a link and you can have access and you see all the benefits that we have with the explanation, that makes it far more attractive. But we are still that's a module that we are going to implement
in the upcoming
in the
months.
upcoming years.
Yeah.
So on attractiveness, I think there's not a hard number that I can give you on that part.
Okay. Thank you. Any other questions?
Yeah, I had a question. So, Daniel, in the beginning, you mentioned that you have different employees, and I was just wondering, can you give us some example of like the interest of each employee that you have? How are they different?
Yeah, for maybe to make sure that I get your question right, we have for our different target groups, we have different offers and they have different access. For example, it could be on benefits part. For sabbatical within Lidl, you can only use a sabbatical if you have a 5-year during employment. So only the people who are at the day that you have 5 years employment with Lidl, you will see the sabbatical in your Benify. But we also offer certain things just for people in stores, for example, or people on a certain salary level, because pension, we have an accident pension rule, only people with a salary above a certain amount see that the benefits. Is that what you mean, or?
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Then
and we have really a lot of target groups, so that's maybe interesting for the.
So last call for questions. No, then Danielle, thank you very much for a very clear presentation.
Thank you.
Well prepared, very insightful, and I think inspiration for many. As you mentioned, if people want to ask questions, they can reach out, and please do that via myself, Saskia, or Danielle, but you can find Danielle later on in the thank you notes, and her contact details will be included. As mentioned, the presentation will be shared, the recording will be made available, and in addition to thanking Danielle, thanks also Roel for clarifying a lot of the context, and Saskia for clarifying the intricacies of Benify. Then for the audience in general, if you have questions about how can we manage the agenda specific to benefit administration in this community, and if you have thoughts, ideas, challenges, please let us know, and we'll try to put that on the agenda, either with a user case, either with an expert perspective or a sparring session. And I think it might help you in your journey to either think about how can we enhance what we have, or how can we select what we need, or how can we learn from each other to more effectively and efficiently do a journey like this. And I think Danielle gave a fantastic start on this from the Lidl perspective. So again, thank you. You have some time for a cup of coffee before your next meeting. Look forward to see you again. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.